Hey guys, welcome back to the Rob Pop YouTube channel, your number one pit stop for all things Eurovision this year. And we're continuing to catch up with all of the latest Eurovision entries. And today, that takes us to Estonia. Now, Estonia, they've been good.
You girls look good.
Recently at Eurovision, I'd say good, not great. I feel like I haven't been really excited about one of their entries since La Forza. But their entry this year has been picking up a lot of hype. I've tried to avoid listening, so I don't know a thing, but I do know that I'm going into an entry that I've got people talking about Estonia in a way that they really haven't done in about 6 years. Now, they haven't made it easy for me. If you watch my videos, I struggle with pronunciation of songs at the best of times. This year, they're being represented by 5MIINUST and Puuluup, and the song, oh geez, here we go, is Nendest narkootikumidest küll midagi. Nendest narkootikumidest küll midagi. Terrible, I'm sure. Please educate me down below, because I just know that I absolutely murdered that. I won't be trying it again. I'm just gonna let the song do the talking, because you do not need to hear me try Estonian and do it that badly. But before we get to reacting, please subscribe to this channel. We're getting closer and closer to 500, which has been my goal for this Eurovision season. I've got videos coming out for every single entry coming up, and I'm just absolutely loving this season so far. So if you love a good fun review, if you love a good reaction, a bit of drama, a bit of camp, I'm your man, so hit subscribe. But no more wasting time, I've got enough catching up to do, and the hype has hit me on this one. So this is Estonia, this is 5MIINUST and Puuluup, with the song that I can't pronounce. I love that within 5 seconds I'm like, okay, we're in for fun. It's about time we got something like this from Estonia. This is not going to be safe, and I like that. I wonder how they're going to bring this to Eurovision. You can't really just start in the Eurovision crowd or you're never going to get out. You'll be mobbed by gays. What is this instrument? This is unique. There's a lot going on. This is an attack on the senses, but I'm intrigued. They look like they're about to fight. This is chaos. I'm not sure what I think so far. I'm struggling. It just feels like there's so much going on, but I'm not sure what to take in from it. This is my favourite part. I'm glad they're doing something like this. Whether I like it or not, and I still can't work out how I feel, it's certainly interesting. It's grabbing my attention. Okay, this is growing on me as the song goes along. We love a dance routine at Eurovision. I'll give them that. This is going to take more than one listen for me, I think, because I started off thinking I didn't like this at all, but I think I do now. Alright. That certainly made its mark. Remember when Moldova 2022 kind of came out of nowhere and stormed the televote? Could this do the same? It gives me those vibes, it gives me those teas, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of all male, nothing you've ever heard before kind of attack on the senses, but in a fun way. The way that that entry did for Moldova in 2022, I kind of get that same feeling here. I think it does lack a bit of that immediate catchiness that, hey ho, let's go folk, lot and rock and roll had. I don't know exactly what was going on here, and it did feel like a lot for a first listen, so please forgive me, because I'm sure people are going to be coming to this video. I feel like Estonia will be more hyped than they've ever been in years, and coming to this video and expecting me to love it, and I don't immediately love it. I can't pretend I do, but I really appreciate that they've provided something exciting. I think this is the right time for Estonia to step out, bring us a new part of their culture. I've never seen whatever that instrument was being played. That was my favourite part. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is fresh. I've never seen this before. And I like when I can react like that. I like when I'm introduced to something that I'm not familiar with. I just do think this will take a bit of time. I mean, for the amount that I've compared it to Moldova 2022, I don't actually think it sounds the same. It just gives me similar vibes. But that song, first time I reacted to it, I gave it a 5 out of 10. I was like, I do not get this. By the time it hit the contest, I really did enjoy it. So I think this is just going to be one of those songs that takes a bit longer to digest, because there's so many parts to it. But at first listen, it is a bit jarring. It kind of takes you a bit like, oh my God, what's going on? I worry that could happen to the public, but my brain is leaning to the side where they're actually just going to completely buy into the craziness of this, and it could be a big televote favourite. I really like the chaoticness of the staging though. The whole thing almost felt like a fight. It was not polished in its staging, but I think that works because you have so many of those songs at Eurovision where like everything's blocked with such precision. That's kind of the way Scandinavia play, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like this had such like a messiness to it that it was almost to its appeal. It felt quite rough and ready, and that was actually making me enjoy it more. But I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? Full marks for keeping me on the tips of my toes, on the edge of my seat, not knowing what's happening next. I did love the kind of like dance moves that they had going on. I think that always goes down at Eurovision. A bit of craziness, but like pulled together with something that's sort of like in sync, gives a moment for the crowd to go woo and like absolutely go crazy. I love when like chaos then becomes uniformed. Is this the sort of thing I would typically listen to? No. Am I a big fan of it yet? No. But I think, ask me again in May, this may well have changed. It's just going to take time to get used to it. And honestly, this is what Eurovision is about. Like, putting my own opinion to the side, I feel like what is really good about this contest so far is so many countries seem to be taking risks on, one, sending their own national language, and two, sending something that we've never heard from them before. That's how I felt about Norway when I heard All the Hands for the first time. And that's how I guess this makes me feel, is that like, I'm so unfamiliar with it that I'm intrigued by it, but I guess I just need a bit of time to get to grips with something so new. But you know what? Good for Estonia, displaying a part of their culture that we have not seen before, and that should always be applauded. I'm never one who just wants to dismiss something. I even try and listen every single year, whatever my least favourite song is, I try and listen to it to enjoy stuff. I don't like not liking stuff, so I do think this will be a grower once I've got used to all the different parts that it's giving me. That's my opinion. What do you think? Are you behind the hype? Are you wanting this to go all the way? Are you loving the crazy? Let me know how you feel down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed what you saw, and hit that bell if you want notifications every time I upload a video. But after that, I feel like I need to lie down. That was crazy, but in the best way possible. So sending all my love to Estonia, wishing you the best of luck in Malmo. I think this could be another finalist for you, so all the best and good night.